Shalom, shalom wa ahaba, mishpachah, shalom wa ahaba. Peace and love, family, peace and love. I want to say shalom to the whole house of Yasharel, all 12 tribes scattered throughout the four corners of the earth. I also want to say shalom to the sojourners, the Gentiles, and the foreigners, and all those who give thanks, honor, and praises to the Elohim, or God of the Bible, and his only begotten Son, Yahushua HaMashiach, to whom many of you refer to as Christ. Hallelujah. Mishpachah, today we want to talk about the weirdo Joy Reid, and I want to show y'all some footage to let y'all know why I consider her to be a weirdo. And anybody that supports these kind of women, or this kind of woman in these kind of politics, they weirdos to me too. You understand that? And I want to share with y'all a video that is a display of the wickedness that this woman spews. You know what I mean? And anybody leading you to this woman, to her platform, to her politics, they're not politically astute, and they need to stop advising so-called black folks in America, so-called Negroes, so-called African Americans, the Israelites of the Bible. They need to stop advising these people on politics because they lead them off a cliff. You understand that they lead them to self-destruction. So anybody leading you to a Joy Reid, to a Letitia James, to a Fannie Willis, to a Al Sharpton, to a Jesse Jackson, to a Benjamin Crump, they all leading you to the slaughter. They all Judas goats. And you gonna see it. I'm gonna play this video and I want you to listen to this woman's argument. You know what I mean? And trying to defend having these perverted books in our public schools. Okay, here we go. This is an interview from January 20th, 2024.
Banned. I want to give you just
no books are being banned.
Hold on a second.
Well, no, Joy, but I want to be clear. No one's banning books. Write the book, print the book, publish the book, put the book in the public library, sell the book, right? We're talking about a public school library. Children don't have unfettered access to the internet at school. So what's
That is the way.
Yeah.
The question I'm asking is, what is the expertise that you have and other Moms for Liberty advocates have to decide that a book, an award-winning book like All Boys Aren't Blue, isn't appropriate for students to read? What is your expertise?
What a tragic story of a young man who's anally raped by his adult family member. So you have incest, rape, pedophilia. Joy, you said you'd let me answer, so
Sure.
I'm going to answer
Please
for
do.
you. In what context is a strap-on dildo acceptable for public school? That's my question to you. Tell me what the context around the strap-on dildo or the rape of a minor child by a teacher.
Hold on a second.
No,
wait,
we're talking about public school.
One moment.
All right.
So now you've asked me a question.
Sure.
I'm going to answer it.
Okay.
Well, who is the main character? What's the name of the main character in All Boys Are Blue?
You're asking me right now.
You just gave me very specific information about this book, so you're presenting yourself as somebody expert.
It's the gentleman.
Who's the main character in the book?
The main character is the author.
What's his name?
George, I believe, is his first name.
Because you're giving me very specific information that is.
You're asking me to remember the name of an author.
You
the
just
name of the
remembered
author
very
doesn't
specific names.
Joy.
Here's my
You're
question.
talking about
Here's
strap.
my question.
You didn't answer my question.
No. I'm going to answer your
Great.
question.
I would love to hear that.
Absolutely. Well, I'm interviewing you, and you're not interviewing me. So let's just make sure it's a conversation.
Okay, great.
So what I'm saying to you.
See how nasty she is. That's a nasty, wicked, evil woman. And that black girl magic stuff, that ain't working no more. And you can't be up here anti-white and you wearing white hair. You understand that? I ain't got no issue if a woman want to, put some blonde hair in her head. But if you want to put blonde hair in your head, you can't be anti-white and wearing white hairstyles. You understand that? That's an oxymoron, Joy.
Is that as you are not an expert in this book,
I don't have to be an expert to know that dildos aren't appropriate for public school. I mean, come on, let's get real.
This book is a full context story, as you said, of the author's experience. Why is it your right, or a Moms for Liberty activist's right, to say that a parent who wants their child to have access to this book, which gives a personal experience of this author, why doesn't a liberal parent, for instance, or a parent of an LGBTQ kid, why don't they have a right for their child to just have access to this book? Why is it your right to say they can't?
So, again, we're talking about incest, rape, and pedophilia.
And each parent, each parent has to decide what is appropriate for their child to read. So I want you to answer. I'm going to ask you one more time.
That's wicked.
What is your right to tell a parent who wants their child, who might feel seen by this story, why don't they have the right? Why don't they have the right as a parent to say, my child can have access to this book?
If a child feels seen by this story, that means that they have been the victim of a predator. That means that they have either been raped by a family member.
Hands down.
They've experienced
and your proof of that is what?
You just
So you hold up. So you telling me that a parent should want their child to have access to that? The first thing I'm gonna say is somebody need to check and make sure that that parent ain't molesting that child.
By this story.
What I'm saying, Joy, you're now making assumptions about it.
Joy, but if a child has been raped, we should do a lot better than put a book on a library
You're literally
shelf.
creating a story behind a child that you don't know. Let me show you a form. This is a form that can be obtained in Broward County, Florida. Okay. I'm going to show it to the audience, and then I'm going to show it to you. Okay. This is called the opt. Yeah, please. I'm going to hand it to you. It's called the opt-out form. Okay. An opt-out form would allow any parent, because you said you are in favor of parental rights. I am. It would allow any parent to opt out of their child being able to take books out of the library without their parents' permission. Okay. So that Moms for Liberty, why not advocate that every school in America have an opt-out form so that a parent who doesn't want their child to access a
But the book's still in the library. It don't matter whether they can take it home or not. They still got access to it. They can still read it while they in school. This woman is a demon.
Like All Boys Aren't Blue, right? That they can make that choice, because then each parent, including a liberal parent, a black parent, a parent who wants their child to read a book about African American history,
we want children to read books.
Why not just opt out for yourself rather than tell other parents what they can and cannot?
First of all, I think what you're talking about here is a wonderful step in the right direction. We should be having conversations about this. This is about local control. Mm-hmm. A lot of these decisions are made at the local school board level. Mm-hmm. And that's where these decisions should be made. And there should be vibrant conversations about what's happening in our public schools and what kids have access to. Joy, however, maybe we could just put all the books with all the graphic sexual content. The dildos, the rape, the incest.
I'm sorry.
Let's do
Let's do
a back room. Let's put a curtain up in the library like they used to do.
One moment.
Remember when we were little and you would go to the video store?
The books that Moms for Liberty.
The books that Moms for Liberty. With pornography.
I know that I've seen.
We could just do that in the public library.
I have seen tapes of what Moms for Liberty does.
Okay, man. Okay, man. You heard that. You heard that. That's enough for Joy. That's enough for Joy. I can only stomach with so much of that woman. And this is all I'm gonna say. Then we're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Y'all saw that. You know what I mean? You make your own decisions about the intent of people like Joy Reid. And these people that go over there and they push these people, politics, and policies that keep us in poverty. The same people in the same breath that come to where we gather, to our churches, to our meeting places, you know what I'm saying, to everywhere where they know black people congregate, and try to convince them to assassinate children in the womb. These same people, you know what I mean? It's the same people that's trying to get you to promote degeneracy and have degeneracy be accessible to your children while they in public schools. You understand? These are the same people, you know, that want to get you and tell you to go out there and support the people that promote these policies. People like Joy Reid. And anybody leading you to a woman like Joy Reid is leading you astray politically. You know what I'm saying? People have expertise in some areas, but sometimes they ain't got expertise in other areas. And for real, anybody out here promoting the Democratic Party and people like Joy Reid, they need to stop advising black people, because what they're doing, they're leading black people off a cliff, and they got us shooting ourselves in the foot and got us walking backwards. Joy Reid is a weirdo. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, Miss Picard. And always remember to keep the fire burning. A little more oil in my lungs. Hallelujah, Miss Picard. Keep your eyes open. Stay prepared so you don't have to get prepared. And remember that your redemption is near. Until we meet again, Miss Picard. Kumar Yasharel. Gam Yasha Allah. Raz Yisrael. Shalom. Shalom. Salam, Miss Picard. Hallelujah.